Hi guys, I'm Shelley, welcome back to my channel and a reading rush. This was unexpected. So the lovely people over at the Reading Rush, formerly Booktubeathon, have decided to run a mini, just a mini readathon, just to get us in the mood for the big reading rush, which will still be in July. But while we're all in quarantine, they have wonderfully decided to bring us all together and just run a little reading rush. So Ariel Bassett put a video out the other day, which I will link down below, telling us all about it and starting a tag video for it. So as well as your TBR, you do this tag. So I'm joining in. I could do with, losing myself in a readathon because I do love them. So this is my Reading Rush tag / TBR. Question 1 was, how is your reading going while you're at home? Now, I am a chronically ill disabled person, so I spend most of my life at home already. Not much has changed in my day-to-day life except for stress levels, because everything is very, very, very tense. So reading-wise, it's actually going quite good because I am losing myself in books I'm trying to become by reading a lot more. And that is helped by the accidental shared read I've gotten into with my best friend. She started reading Six of Crows, which I've never read before, by Leigh Bardugo. Told me it was brilliant. I caught up with her, and then we went on to Crooked Kingdom, and now we have started Shadow and Bone. So I realised that we are reading the Grishaverse series out of series, because I believe that Six of Crows came after the Shadow and Bone trio. Yeah, we're reading it out of sync, but we're reading it, and it's really enjoyable to be able to talk to somebody about it, because all of the things, and how have I not read Leigh Bardugo before? It passed me by, and now I am hooked with this series. So my reading's going quite well, thank you very much. Question 2 was, where have you been reading? Well, I've been listening to audiobooks, so I've listened to Six of Crows, and I've listened to Crooked Kingdom. I keep forgetting the words for Crooked Kingdom. So I've been trying to chill as much as possible and zone out with this audiobook. I've been doing a big editing job at the moment of a passion project of mine that I've been doing for 7 years. I'm this close to finishing. So I've been zoning out, editing and listening to audiobooks. I've been doing some colouring in, people. There's been a lot of colouring in sheets turning up for the quarantine, but I've fallen in love with some creations that are free online by Love Layla, and this is one of them. My knockers and flaps are clean. Thank you, and stay safe. Best book you have read during the isolation so far? I'm gonna have to go with Crooked Kingdom, because, I mean, Six of Crows was good, but the flirting that happened in Crooked Kingdom, yeah, I love a good flirt in a book, and man, did that one had it. Question 4, what is your favourite feel-good book? I'm gonna have to go right now with The Martian by Andy Weir, because for a start, it's very apt for this particular moment, as Mark Watney is isolated on Mars. He's on Mars on his own. He's stuck, and he teaches us how to do isolation right, which is with as much humour and sarcasm as humanly possible, and Valium. I mean, he has Valium and that helps, but I just love it. I mean, I always listen to it when I'm sick. I always listen to it when I'm stressed. It just chills me out. I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. Mark is there with his complete and utter sarcastic pirateness, and I just love it. Question 5, books you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. All libraries are shut. This makes me sad. I can still technically buy books. The book depository is just about still running. But a book I really want right now, I want my hands on it, it's not actually out yet, is Boy Queen by George Lester. I'm so excited. This is going to be his debut novel, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. Seriously. What I know about it so far is that it's about a guy called Robin whose friends are all off to university. They've all had their acceptance levels and they're all excited, and he's had a stack of rejection letters from drama school. So he's completely confused, doesn't know what to do about his life, and goes to drown his sorrows at a drag night. And he may suddenly realise that his life is about to turn rather glittery. I'm so excited for this book. I want it now, but I have to wait. Question 6. an author you want to give a shout out to. And I think I'm going to go with Diane Wayne Jones, who wrote Howl's Moving Castle and Castle in the Sky, and the third one in that trilogy that I can't remember the name of. So all the Studio Ghibli movies are now out on Netflix, which I've fallen in love with. I've been rewatching them. I watched Castle in the Sky a couple of months ago, and I forgot and I didn't realise that it was written by Diane Wayne Jones, who wrote Howl's Moving Castle. This is a lot different from the film. This is set in Wales, it's set in England as well, but I love it. The sarcasm between Howl and Sophie and Calcifer, may all your bacon burn. I love this book. It's magical, it's wonderful. I want to big up Diane Wayne Jones. If you watched Howl's, please go and read this. It's different, but just as brilliant. Question 7. I hope this is question 7. What is on your Reading Rush TBR? So the TBR this year is read a book with a house on the cover, read a book in the same room the whole time, not difficult when we're all stuck in the house, read a book set somewhere you want to go, somewhere you want to visit, somewhere you want to escape to, and read a book that makes you happy. So obviously you can read 4 books or you can integrate them all. I have integrated them all into one book, and I'm going to read Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. And if you can see, there is a house on the cover. This book. So, Little House in the Big Woods is the first in the series of Little House on the Prairie. It is obviously told from Laura's point of view. It is set in the wild woods of Wisconsin in, I believe, 1871. I had to Google that, I could be wrong. And it's about a 4-year-old Laura who is living in a little wooden hut in the middle of Wisconsin with her mum, her dad, or ma and pa, and her sisters Mary and Carrie. And it covers all of the challenges. It is, dog-eared and beaten to death because I have read it so many times when I was little. But I just love this book, and it's going to make me feel good, and it's adventurous, and there's a lot of outside in it, to be honest, and I'm kind of going to wish that I lived in the woods of Wisconsin in 1871. But I thought it would be a nice escapism. Saying that, that's only one book and I do have 4 days. So I might try and read a bit of Howl's Moving Castle, because obviously the castle is a house. So it has a house on the cover, sort of. I mean, it's got a house on the back cover, because that's the castle. Does that count? But I'm also reading the first in the Shadow and Bone series still, so that will be continuing as well. So I don't know how much I will be reading. But yes, this is the stay-at-home reading rush. I hope you guys are joining in too. Please link your TBR videos down below, or if you're not doing a video and you just link me your TBR if you're just joining in that way. And let's all have some calmness if we can, because it's stressful. Stay at home, stay safe, take care. Bye. I will link these down below, by the way, but they get very sweary, so heads up, this is one of the calmer ones. So if you're like under a certain age, you really shouldn't go looking for these because they're very rude. Fair warning.